Hello YouTubers, this is RobBriz95 here with a super quick video before the Magic the History videos. I want to give you a recommendation for some books to read if you can find them. They're the old anthologies books that kind of give you some backstory on stuff. This one's called Tapestries. I don't remember when it came out, but just so you know, the card I found in here from the last time I read it, bear in mind it was a long time ago, I used to use the cards as bookmarks. But the card I found in here as a bookmark was an old card called Spectral Bears. So, and I think that's, I can't tell that set symbol, but the date on the card is 1995. So, that's when I last read this book. so, so I was 15 when I last read this book. And I'm 31 now, so that's 16 years ago that I last opened this book. It's really good. I forgot how good these anthologies are. I actually printed out a list of the books that I want to give you guys. The first few books were printed by a company called Harper Prism. You had Arena, Whispering Woods, Shattered Chains, Final Sacrifice, The Cursed Land, The Prodigal Sorcerer, for Milo the Great One, was also one of my favorite cards. Ashes of the Sun, really good book about Minotaur politics. Tapestries, which is a anthology. Distant Plains, which is another anthology. Song of Time, which is really, really cool. It's like about the Armageddon clock. And Peace Shall Sleep and Dark Legacy. And then from then on, the books were actually printed by Wizards of the Coast. At the time, they were still called TSR. If any of you have been reading like the old Forgotten Realms novels, like the Mithril Hall trilogy about Drizzt and Bruenor and Wolfgar and all them, they were printed by TSR. But then it was Wizards of the Coast. You had the Brothers War, Wrath and Storm, which is another really good anthology. Planeswalker, Book 2 in the Brothers Cycle. Colors of Magic is another anthology, really good. The Time Streams, Gathering Dark, The Bloodlines, Mercadian Mass, Thran, The Nemesis, Eternal Ice, The Myth of Magic, another anthology that was really good. The Prophecy, Invasion, Plane Shift, Shattered Alliances, Johan, The Apocalypse, Dragons of Magic, another anthology, really good. Odyssey, Jedit, Chainer's Torment. This isn't really in any order specifically, so... Secrets of Magic, another anthology that was really good. I've read every single one of these books and had them in my possession at one point in time. I usually traded them to get other books. So, The Judgment, Hazon, Onslaught, Assassin's Blade, Legions, Emperor's Fist, Scourge, Monsters of Magic, another anthology that was really good. The Moons of Mirrodin, The Champion's Trial, The Dark Steel Eye, The Fifth Dawn, Outlaw, Champions of Kamigawa, Heretic, Betrayers of Kamigawa, Guardian, Saviors of Kamigawa, Ravnica, City of Guilds, Guild Pact, and Dissension. You had Time Spiral, Planar Chaos, Future Sight, Lauren, Morningtide, Shadowmoor, Eventide, Alara Unbroken, which was a really good book. Zendikar in the Teeth of a Calm, and Scars of Mirrodin, The Quest for Karn, which I was actually surprised was a really good book. And then they had a whole bunch of comics, and if you haven't read it, I haven't read the second one yet, but I actually have I own the first one. Well, I don't want to go fumbling through my bookshelf right now, but was it The Paths of the Planeswalker? Really, really good graphic novel. If you get a chance to read it, it tells you about Chandra and Jace and their trip to Zendikar and the opening of the Eye of Ugin and stuff like that. It's a really good graphic novel. It's penned by a whole bunch of different artists at the same time, so the art styles vary throughout each story, and it's really, 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 really well done. Maybe I'll do a book review on it or something. But yeah, and anyway, those are all the books. You should really check them out. They're really good, and I highly recommend these anthologies. Like I said, this one's from '95, so I think it was printed before '95. I'm not sure, but that's when I read it. So let's see. Where's the? I don't know where the date is on this, but yeah, the anthology is really good. Tapestries is actually pretty good. It's got a bunch of really cool stories in it. So that's my video. The next one coming up is my Magic the History of the Brothers War. I've got a timeline I'm going to do for it, and then we'll talk about the Brothers War. So we'll do the first book in the Brothers War. And until next time, YouTube, rate, comment, and subscribe.